Hey everyone, my name is Benjamin Snavely. Welcome to Lost Connection Tarot. This is a daily meditative tarot reading. This is for Wednesday, September 9th, 2020. It's for anyone that hears this message. It's for all signs of the zodiac. With me, it's one of my favorite decks. It's my personal one. It's the Deviate Moon Tarot. In front of me, I have already spoke my intentions to the cards. So let me go ahead and cut them and get started. Okay. All right. So here are 5 cards. The first card is the Two of Wands. Here you see a man, a young boy, basically harvesting. It looks like onions, maybe garlic bulbs. But the Two of Wands in this direction is a falsehood that our intellect, our true intellect, that is aligned with cosmic reason, cosmic will. It's what falsehood does my true intellect want me to let go of today? And that message was the Two of Wands. That's quite interesting because Two of Wands is a positive card. Wands obviously represent fire. Wands represent the spark, the spirit, the energy, the driving force that calls us to action. And at the two, you have a direction. So you first get this inspiration, this burning inside, like I have to do something, but you don't know what to do. And then at the two, it's kind of like you put emotion, you put a desire, you put, oh, I can do this, and then you go in that direction. So at the Two of Wands, you are starting out on a journey. You have already had that initial spark, that initial that creative energy, that raw energy, and now you are putting purpose into it. So it's still at the very beginning stages. So a falsehood that your intellect wants you to let go of, I would say that it's telling you that you're a lot farther than just desire. Whatever it is you are doing, whatever your spirit is craving and or whatever is burning inside of you is much more deeply developed than simply at the two. You have a much more mature understanding and vision of where you want to go and what to do and how to do it. The two is the very beginning stages. And so this falsehood that your intellect wants you to let go of, maybe you've been holding on to this idea, maybe you've been holding on to this side project, maybe you've been holding on to this passion, and you're saying it's not the right time. Let me just tinker with it a little bit more, let me go back to the drawing board, let me perfect it, so to speak. And you want to make sure that you do not get in the way. You don't let perfect get in the way of good. Okay. It seems like your energy, your spirit is telling your mind, your ego, right, your intellect, like, hey, your spirit has already gone through these stages. You have already been doing this thing that drives you, this passion or whatever, and simply put, you're much farther ahead, much farther along than you give yourself credit to. So please today recognize you are actually farther ahead and have much more understanding and comprehension of what it is you're trying to produce into this world, what you're trying to make, what you're trying to achieve, and you're much farther ahead than the Two of Wands. The second card, we see the Seven of Wands. Okay, it looks like this woman is simply running away or hiding. You can see that she is illuminated by the moon or her shadow self, her subconscious, her fears, things like that. And 7 is all about vision. And wands, again, represent fire. So we are at the 7 of fire, the 7 of wands, and this is standing courageously for our truth. Okay? So at the at the 5, you go through this expansion, this destruction, the thing that you care about. You start changing, manipulating, and peeling back the layers that you built with your ego, and you start really honing in and chiseling the finer product. So the numbers 1 through 5 is kind of like the beginning stages, and obviously 6 through 10 is the finalization of the seriousness of whatever element you're working with. And here at the 7, you you have this chatter. Usually you see 6 different people, right, battling, and you're holding your one wand, your one staff, and saying, no, this is me, this is who I am, and this is what I care about, and this is the way I'm gonna go. And you're standing courageously for what you believe. You're standing courageously for what you have found within yourself, that calling within. And so here it says, what do I need to do today to be productive as well as grounded in any of my physical endeavors, anything that I do here on the earth that I'm looking for a result, whether it be job, finances, health, bodies, things like that. What can I do today to simply be productive in those physical endeavors? And it's telling you to stand up for your beliefs. It's telling you that you know the truth. You don't have to fight with these internal demons. You don't have to express yourself and fight other people, because you know the truth. But it is telling you to stand up to it. So today, people might ask you to do something that they need done, and it's going to take away from your actual time of productivity to do the thing that you actually care about, the thing that you're passionate about, the thing that you've been working on, right? So someone's energy may come in, they may pretend like this thing is important, that it has to be done, but today your energy is saying stand up to the chatter within yourself, the noise outside of yourself, and make sure you are able to get whatever work needs to be done today. Be productive, stand up with your own doubt, stand up against your own criticism, stand up against trying to make something perfect, and get some pen on paper, get 10 minutes, 20 minutes of quality time of wherever your vision is going. Make sure you hone in on that today, and make sure you give yourself time, and make sure that no one takes that away from you. Now, don't bully it, and don't be mean about it. Just stand on your own 2 feet and say, no, I'm sorry, that's going to have to wait. This is what I'm working on right now, and this is important to me. Give me that time and space, please. So today, to be productive in any of your endeavors, simply stand up courageously, because you know the truth, you know what you need to be working on, and that could, again, it could be inside of you saying, oh, have a cheat day, oh, hey, don't worry about it, you can do it tomorrow, or oh, have that glass of wine, or oh, have that Twinkie, or oh, just take a break, or oh, that sales call can be done in the morning, or whatever, right? It's the idea of like, you know what you're responsible for, take care of it. Don't say I will put I'll put gas in the tank the next morning. No, get it done today. Okay, stand up for what you know you need to do. Stand up for your beliefs. Don't let your fears convince you that you can take a break, especially today on Wednesday, September 9th, 2020. The third card, it's here upside down. You see it. It is the Page of Swords. It is reversed. Here, the page is also the Apprentice of Swords, the Princess of Swords, the Novice of Swords, the Page of Swords, right? The Page of Swords, again, is childlike. Swords represent wind. They represent our thoughts, they represent our intellect. And here in this reading or in this space, it is asking us how to harmonize our emotions within ourselves and what message do we need to hear so we can harmonize our emotions throughout the day. We come back to this message whenever we're feeling a little unbalanced. And today's message is the Page of Swords reversed. Again, so swords, wind, intellect and thought, childlike imagination. With it being reversed, it's basically saying, like, you remember to play with your ideas. Remember to not be set in stone with the things that we are doing. Harmonizing our emotions within ourselves, you may get lost looking at all of these ideas that mean something to us, and as a page, we're still learning how to control our intellect and how to control our mind and have it follow our intuition, have it follow our deepest good. And so we may convince ourselves, hey, it's okay to skip studying because that's not fun. No kid wants to do that. Instead, I have this other idea. My friends say, hey, let's go to the lake and let's relax and let's do the frisbee and play miniature golf or croquet or whatever it is. And that sounds great, as someone who may need a break. Someone may come and convince you, hey, come and do this, and today you need to say, you know what, I got work to do, I need to take care of this, it's really important. Maybe there's a timeline. Maybe you just feel inundated with all of this work, and if you don't do a little bit here and here, you're not going to be where you want to be in 2 weeks or 2 months. And so to harmonize the emotions within yourself, just recognize that your thoughts are a little erratic today. They're more on the fun side, more on the curious side, more on let's just see what happens kind of side. So your thoughts are not necessarily stable and mature today, wanting to do what is responsible and good and right, like obligations and responsibilities. Instead, it wants to have flights of fancy. It wants to enjoy the moment. It wants to not focus on a product. It wants to just live and be alive and be intellectually stimulated. It wants to play chess or have a deep conversation, and wants to talk about philosophy and life. And to harmonize your emotions today, you need to basically just ask yourself, what is important to me today? What is it that I need to take care of? Do I have the ability for this free time? Is there a way to have both of these things? You don't want to kill spontaneity, and you don't want to push down your emotions. You want to honor your emotions, right? And so maybe find that compromise. Maybe just do a little bit of that thing that you're passionate about, that you need to do, but maybe it's still, it's not at the 2, right? It's not at the 2 like it says here at the 2 of Wands. That's a falsehood, but maybe you're a little bit farther. Maybe you are truly at the 7. And so you need to stand up courageously and continue to do this work, but maybe you can take a break. That way you can stimulate your mind a little bit and be curious, and that way you can harmonize your emotions, because right now it seems like your mind needs a break. And you should listen to your mind, but just please be aware to find balance, and not put too much effort into letting go of all responsibilities and obligations, and just have a fun, stimulating day. Find balance with that attitude, as well as doing the work that is necessary to get you to that next stage of life that you're trying to get to. That is where we are currently. Looking at the last thing for our energies within ourselves, we have the King of Cups. Okay, This is here in our fire, and it says, courageously today, your spirit urges you to face this, and it's your authenticity. If this energy is within yourself, it is being yourself and walking to the beat of your own drum. It's not being afraid to dye your hair that color because it doesn't matter what people think, because you recognize how that fulfills an emotion within you. Wear the clothes that you want to wear, listen to the music that you want to listen to. Who cares if it's popular music and people make fun of you? Who cares if it's obscene or eclectic or whatever? This is you, and they're your taste. And courageously be yourself today. That doesn't mean that the whole world is just going to accept you. But that doesn't matter, because the biggest question is do you accept yourself? And if you can say yes to that, which the answer should be yes, you can accept yourself, then the emotions in you today, the thing that you're going to face courageously today, is your softer side, your feminine side, your receptive side. Instead of being forceful and dictating terms, it's allowing things to happen to you. It's allowing things to be understood on an internal, intuitive level, and not using the intellect, but to feel. How do I feel about that? To understand who I am through my feelings instead of my intellect, right? So something your spirit wants you to face courageously today is being your true authentic self. Okay. Not going to society standards, not going based on genders or stereotypes or any types of roles that society has put upon us. We shake those off, and we are truly and wholly ourselves. And that is something that we need to continue to face courageously, especially today, because that is how we get to understand what it is we truly care about, what drives us, how to fill our cups when maybe we feel sad and depressed. We can put on that song that we know we love, or we can wear those clothes that are nice and comfortable, even though our best friend made fun of them, or our mom made some offhanded joke because of them. It doesn't matter. We feel good. We feel ourselves when we wear those things, when we listen to those things, when we cook and eat that food, right? Don't be afraid to be yourself. And that is the message today that your spirit wants you and urges you to face courageously, is accepting yourself and being yourself and internalizing the emotions within yourself and simply being you and walking that. Okay? And then finally, the overall energy of the day, the themes, so to speak. Here we see the Ace of Swords. So the energy today is the universe is going to somehow miraculously give you something new to work with intellectually. You're going to have some type of insight, some type of revelation, some type of epiphany of a way of doing things. You're not going to necessarily feel it. You may understand it emotionally, and it's not going to call you spiritually, but it's going to shock you out of complacency within your head, and it's going to make you go, aha, what is this? Oh, I've never thought of that before. Who would have thunk it? You start playing with that idea, and just like any of the aces, they are all gifts from the universe. And with this ace, think of it as a seed. You still have to germinate it. You still need to water it. You still need to take care of it. Give it enough light, not too much light. You need to give it a water, not too much water. You need to make sure that its soil has the right composition, the right acidity, all of that good stuff. And so it is being like a parent where we go through these stages and processes of building this idea more than and asking ourselves, how do we want to integrate it into our life. Today you don't have to worry about any of that, because today is simply just the gift of insight, the gift of clarity, the gift of seeing things way clearer than they had been before. So it's a new sight, a new insight, a new perspective, a new way of looking at things. And again, it's all about what you decide to do with it. And you don't have to take the gift. I mean, you may already have too many things that you're working with, but regardless, today, some kind of insight, perspective, epiphany, sense of clarity is going to come to you, and you can decide what you want to do with that. All right. So those are our cards. Those are the energies we will be working with for Wednesday, September 9th, 2020. Let's go ahead and do numerology before we say goodbye. So we have the 2 of Wands and the 7 of Wands. So 2 and 7 is 9. 9 and Ace would be 1. So 9 and 1 is 10. And then we have 2 court cards, and all court cards all equal 1. So again, 2 and 7, 9. 9 and 1, 10. 10 and 1, 11. 11 and 1 is 12. 1 and 2 break down to 3. And that's all about communication. That's all about cooperation. That's all about building a structure and being intuitive and creating something not yet solidified within the earth that has given us power and structure, but we have will. It's our willpower. We want this now. We see it, we have desire for it, and now we're working towards it. All right, now we desire, and now we're actually putting action towards that thing that it is that we want. So that is the numerology today. It seems like a pretty positive day. Go out there and have a great day. And if this reading resonated with you, don't forget to hit like, don't forget to subscribe. And my name is Benjamin Snavely. This is Lost Connection Tarot, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Goodbye.